Hey guys, and welcome back to Comfycozyup. So it is a weekly check-in video at this point. I have not been able to vlog yet, and I really should start because I need to get used to vlogging, a weekly vlogging again, because we're about to be in November, and before you know it, December is here, and that is what I do in December. So, but we're going to talk about what the plan is for the rest of the month as well as November, and share with you some haul. More books come, and let me start off with what I'm reading. I didn't finish yet. I haven't finished any book yet, but I've done a lot of reading. It's just I haven't finished any of them. And so The Rest of Our Life, this is on the short list for the Booker Prize, and this is Ben Markovitz, and this is a story that I was excited for because of the reference they gave to a male version of On All Fours. And you know how much I love that Miranda July book. And this is mild. This is mild. So in this book, we're following this man who is a professor, and also he at a law school, and he gives advice, or I guess I forgot what I can't think right now what they really call what he does, but he got himself in a bit of a issue, and he is not, he's out of a job pretty much, but it also comes in the same time as a promise he made to himself of what he will potentially do when his last child is grown and out the house. So now he's taking his daughter to college, and this is, I believe, 12 years after his wife had an affair. And so there's that, what is he thinking? What do he want to do? Is he going to go back to go live with his wife? Is he, you don't know. And he's like visiting former colleague, former friends, and he's reminiscing on how he met his wife, the college years, you know, he's just reminiscing on life. And you kind of get the impression, before the fact that they compare it to On All Fours, like, if you read that book, you know that woman literally lost her mind and did some crazy stuff, and there's nothing crazy going on here. I feel like he just feels so normal to me, and I think that's why I haven't finished it yet, because I'm like, we're not doing nothing yet. I'm not getting anything yet. So, and his wife is like, I think she fears something, because she kept calling and kept trying to communicate with him. When is he coming back? When is he coming back, kind of deal. So I don't know. We don't know yet, but I want to finish this. I really want to. I'm hoping something really, you know, poof, happen in this book, but So then the other Booker Prize was the chunky one, and I started this, and then I kind of got wrapped up in this. And this is The Loneliness of Sonia and Sunny, and this is Karan Desai. So she, the author of this book, I guess had won Booker in the past for The Inheritance of Loss. I've never read it. I think that's before I started really following the Booker. But this is following two individuals, Sonia and Sunny. You're getting their story and also their parents' story. And this is really following their desire, and, you know, the whole what they want for their kid, and also what the kids want in aspect of culture and belonging. And on this, I think Sonia is the most like page turner story in this. I feel like her and even her parents' situation is very much intriguing. In this, you have Sonia, who's studying in Vermont. She's in the US. They are an Indian family, and she's in the US studying, and get entangled with this man who is not mentally well. And there's things that's happened in this book that as a reader you catch on very quickly, like, what is this girl doing? Why is she allowing certain things to happen? But there's moments in this when things are unraveling for her that you're like, thank God. like oh God, because it was just like, what is this man is crazy, but he has a hold on her. There's certain career aspiration that she has, and I think he's kind of like inspiring. how she moves with that kind of, with her career. And then you have her parents who are like going through, you know, I guess we call it like a midlife crisis kind of deal of separation, of how they value each other in their relationship they have, and it's just chaotic, and one parent is taking it a different way than the other parent. It's a lot of that what I find very fascinating. Then you have Sunny, and Sunny is dating someone who is, they both are in a relationship where they're both pretending. There's a particular scene in this where they went to visit the daughter's family, and it's like they had to pretend to like do things differently than they would normally do. And it was weird because he was more worried about what they would accept. There's that deal of being Indian and what it represents, and who's going to treat you a certain way because of your heritage, that I found was interesting in this for him. His parents are also very much interested in wanting to marry them off. And there's this idea that these both two are supposed to be together. And in this case, it's they cross paths, but they're all on separate. So I'm getting the impression that at some point they'll connect. But that loneliness is very prominent in, I think, the book of this year. If you think of Flesh, it's, you know, when you think of even this, the rest, and I can't wait to finish all of them to kind of get the whole idea of that. And you know how I feel about the word loneliness, because it can be so taken different from other people, and being in your own solitude can also make people think that's a loneliness kind of deal. And so I find this subject very interesting in these books, and how the author talks about this subject. So I'm going to keep going. I'm not really halfway, but I'm hoping to finish this by next week, and I'm hoping this weekend, but it might not, because I am doing a series on my TikTok. So I am making my next junk journal, which is this size, and this is the brown paper bag, and I had another Panera Bread paper bag. So if you are on TikTok, it's the same name, Comfycozyup. I already did part 1 where I just show how I just made the bag into a journal initially, and then today I'm going to work on, later on in the night, the cover. And I think I want to do a collage cover. I don't know yet, I haven't decided, but I want to just sit down and do cover. So part 2, don't know how many parts I'm gonna have. I think I might have 4, because I'll probably do a cover for the outside, inside, and just filling in the inside. The other side would be another part. It's cute, it's different, it's something that somebody requested. They want a tutorial, and I figure I would do parts in series and show you guys how I get to the end and my thought process in making that. So that's might take a little time tonight, but I really want to finish this book. Then I got more books. They are again debut novels, and nonfiction as well, because this one is a nonfiction. This is Your Mother, and this is Erica J. Simpson and Roxane Gay blurb it. So I'm looking forward to this. It is a memoir, and it's short. So, and it says it was given, I was opening up to read it, and I cracked a few pages already. So I'm looking forward to this. And then, you know, it's November coming up, so nonfiction November. So I want to get at least 2 under my belt. The next one is Nonsense in Wishes. This is essays as well, Lauren Burney, and this also has some good blurb of predominant authors that you guys are fully aware of. Jason Reynolds on here, and some other ones. And this one, it is essays. So again, this might be one of those where I read along with other books, just like read a 1 or 2 essay per day kind of deal. And then this one seems a bit heavy, The Secrets of Silence, and then it says everyday policing of Black women and their stories about violence. And this is Sharon Malone Gonzalez, and I we're gonna get into this also seems very heavy, and I think this is one of those I gotta get my mind right to read. And then there is a novel. So I saw this and I saw the cover, and just look at the artwork, guys. I love the cover. This is so cute. But it's giving me YA. And I haven't read any YA in a while. And this is in the future. So this is 2035, sorry. 2035. It's not on the top of the list yet, but I'm gonna get to it. Alright. This one is Mastering Our Emotion. It's a biblical principle for emotional health. Dr. Kevin Chapman. So yeah, y'all know I'm going through it, so I don't know if I want to read this yet. So in the back it says, emotions are gift from God, yes, even the bad ones. Yeah. I think this is also probably good because it's saying how anxiety can keep us up at night. Anger can cause us to fly off the handle. Emotions like these are powerful. No amount of sheer willpower or good intention are sufficient to overcome them. So I guess this is like people probably to handle people who are very emotional driven and make, go real crazy, that kind of deal. And then this one is the Old School Indian, and this is Aaron John Curtis. Again, this cover, cool cover. I opened up the back and I'm like, because all these books are supposed to be like black authors or authors of color. And I looked at the back and I said, well, this man looked very white, and his name, he is Native American. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. Hopefully you guys can see. But he's Native American. So this one seems interesting as well. And Honoré Jeffers, she blurbed the back. So it's given historical fiction. Maybe not. But I haven't read any book around Native American culture in a while. Very long time, to be honest, maybe 4 or 5 years now. So I want to get into this because I feel like I need to like mix up, and especially after earlier this year when I read like Red Clay and all these other books that has go way back. I'm intrigued of certain cultural things in more of a modern take of, because I think most of the time when you read books with Native Americans in there, they tend to be more historical way going back. And I think this is not historical. I think this is something happened to a man and he had to go back to his tribe. And there's that folklore that's going on in this as well. That's what I got for these new books that I'm excited to get into. And then birthday gifts. So I did get some more birthday gifts. I got money. I'm always for the money. Balloons in an envelope with money, envelope with trinkets, like little keychain. I got a keychain with a sewing machine on there. I just love how people give me things that they know will encourage my hobby. Now, did I sew anything this week? No. I cleaned last weekend. When I say I cleaned, you saw in the beginning of the video, and if you've been watching, you know this room can get crazy with threads all over the place and things. Both my love seat and my lounge area, those couch has never been empty in probably 2 months, where there's nothing on them. And then because it was like I will rest fabric here and this, that, there's nothing on them right now. And I'm so disappointed because I wanted to buy one of those sponge kind couches. It's like the ones that you can like, it's really for lounging area. The price of it was actually decent, but it cost the same amount of money to get it shipped to me. That's the level of nonsense this tariff thing is going on with, and I was so upset about it because I was ready to get it with the points that I have from work. I have gift cards, and I'm not wasting all of that to pay double the amount. So I'm holding off a little bit until I wanted to get it before December, and to organize the side here and get rid of certain things, just to have this place a little bit more neat. This is my workstation, guys. This is not my living room. This is not, you know, this is just my work area. This is where I have my books. This is where I do my sewing. This is where my friends come. This is where we would chill. So this area, I think somebody once, when I was doing it, reorganizing it, was like, oh, you know, I don't know if they're interior design and they think they can come. And I'm like, this area is not meant for that. This is my work creative zone. I call it more of my creative nook. So it is never going to be perfect, and I had to tell myself that this area will never be perfect because I'm doing so much in this loft area. This is the loft of the house. Needless to say, that will, you know, quiet some people who had the nerve to say that to me, like, no, up here is gonna look like up here. All right, so Kayla. Now, you guys met Kayla twice on here. I think the last time she was on here might have been Vlogmas, when she gave me the Thundercat collection. She also gets the good gifts. The Thundercat collection. That she also gave me the teapot, the vintage looking teapot that she always look at little things just to like give me something that she knows I will appreciate, because I'm that person. You don't need to give me no expensive gift or this, that. Give me something that you know, one, I will use, two, will shut me up. And this is what the gift she gave me shut me up. So let me go to the first. And the first I opened was a purple box because it was cute. And this is just candles. And I was so like, oh, this is called Yote. So she had candles, and it is mahogany, tiki wood. Ooh, and it smells so good. So I'm going to burn it. And of course, I'm saving this because I don't have any black candle container, and I like saving them and use them for, you know, little things. And I thought this was cute because it's black. So we're gonna burn this soon. So at first I was like, oh, that's so cute, I love that, I'm gonna use that, and I love it. Guys, let's get to the first one that made me shut up. So first I'm opening it and I'm like, oh, it's a tea mug. I love me a tea mug. You can continue giving me tea mug. And then I open it, guys. She went and got y'all see that? She took pictures and put Comfycozyup, put pictures, and went on my Instagram, and also some of these I don't even remember where, so I posted some of these, but every outfit I made, everything I'm wearing I made, including the bag. And then I was gagging. I was like, who thinks to do something like that for their friend? Then she gonna say to me, well, you need to keep promoting. I want you to keep promoting. So when you do your because if you follow me on Instagram, I usually have my espresso moment of making my coffee, or even making my tea. So she said, you need to keep promoting. And she's right, because I feel like I don't promote enough. I think I'm just one of those people that is like, you follow me, you follow me. If you don't, you don't, that kind of deal. I've never been like pushing it where I said every video, like, comment, share kind of deal. I do put it at the end, writing it, but I don't say it enough. And I think I need to start doing that in the videos, like, hey, subscribe. Because, you know, at the end of the day, the economy is hard. And So yeah, I'm here for it. So when she gave me this, I was like, I gagged. I was like, because I would have never guessed she'll do something like that. And then she's like, you need for different seasons. So now, you know, we in the cold season, so you're going to get your tea and your coffee. And then she said, when it gets nice, you can do the big one. It's like, so she got the same exact thing, but a bigger version. Yeah, I felt like I would be all about myself at this point. This is a bit like in your face. You know, it says creator of a journal moose, sewing guru, and multi-talented. And in the back it said blogger, content creator, fitness. She even found my fitness Instagram, which not Instagram, my fitness, no, this is the Instagram one. Yeah. So my fitness Instagram one, which is PD_gold. I also have it on TikTok, which I don't post as much these days. These days I'm just in my head. But it's just so good. It's so good. I don't know who is the person she used. So on the candle, it has, I'll put it here, the candle company that was used. And I'm assuming the candle company is the same company that she used to make these. Because that's the only information that is on any of this. But this is so cute. And then of course it comes with a, gotta love the metal straw. But I was excited for this. I don't know. Let me know what you think of my mug story. And I can't wait. I've been, you know, been avoiding using the cup yet because I wanted to haul it first in this video. But moving forward, you'll see this a lot. So I'm excited to use it. And yeah, and so that's it for today. I am literally going to I need to talk to my mom. Mom's is doing okay. Mom's is doing okay. Today's my uncle's birthday. The uncle that you saw in the Jamaica video, and I always say my favorite uncle. He's 82, guys. He's 82. It's so scary. It's so scary when, you know, they're getting older and, you know, it's part of life, but, you know, but he's amazing. I miss him and I cannot wait. I need to go to Jamaica next year. I have to see my uncle and spend some time with him. He doesn't travel as much anymore. He used to come up here and spend like 3 months at a time, but he's at that age where he wants to be home with his wife and enjoy the, you know, life and be with her. So I get it. He doesn't want to be away from her that long. You know, I have to go to him. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. And so my mom's good. She's you know, she's one day at a time. She is handling it well. I'm not in front of her to really see her, but just interaction I've had with her, I feel like her spirit is getting a little better. And she's figuring things out little by little, day by day. It's the best we can do. So thanks guys for all those kind words last week. Really appreciate it. I'm doing better. I think this week I just had to rest and get my mind right, so I didn't do anything. I slept a lot. So now I'm like trying to break myself back out to a rhythm of doing things and getting back to sewing and making plans. So I am going to sit down and start making plans for the gifts I'm doing. So I want to make quite a few tote bags for people for Christmas gift. And because I don't have that long left at work where I'm on vacation for the rest of the year, so I want to start on some of the people who I won't see till January. So I want to make sure I give them their gift by the end of November. So I want to start making tote bags. I want to start working on some computer case, quilted. These are all quilted things. Computer case, as well as book sleeves, and makeup bag. And so I have a lot of scraps, and I'm scared to take the scraps back up, because after I do all this cleaning and I open that scrap bag, it's just gonna be a mess. I know it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna drive me nuts. But I have a lot of scraps that I'm gonna use to do all these projects, and I will show you guys what I come up with, because everything I'm doing, it is my own, where I am just winging it and coming up with my own sizing and twerk it tweak it, oh my god, tweak it to fit different items and moving from that. So I will show you all of that goodies, and again talk about some books. I have some books I didn't even review. I didn't even do a wrap up for September, so I think I'm going to do both September, October together. And yeah, which is quite a few books. I did not update my total. I don't even know how many books I've read so far this year, guys. I know I'm at my target, or maybe over my target. I'm pretty sure I'm over my, because I've been reading quite a few books since the summer, but I just don't know the total count, and that's something I want to do, is sit down and go through my you know, my reading journal and see what I've been up to. So that's the plan for now. And yeah, so again, follow me over TikTok. TikTok is really just my creative space. I don't do a lot of book things over there at all, except for yeah, I really don't do any book things. It's really, I wanted a spot where I could just focus solely on the creative part. So you will see a lot of journaling over there. I have my book. This is my sewing junk journal. So I do my spreads on here. So these are when I put in the photos and the fabric and what the pattern was and my experience with the journal. So I always said I was going to do a flip through one day, but this is so much that I don't know if I would be able to do one flip through. I would have to make it a series, because it is packed with everything that I've made to this point. And we're talking 4 years. I just celebrated 4 years. September 25th was the first time I bought my sewing machine. So I love doing this on TikTok, and I think TikTok's the only platform I've ever showed this, a spread of me doing my junk journal, my sewing junk journal. This is one of the first junk journal I made when I started making junk journals. Still is my favorite. It has all the buttons and sewing gadgets on the side, and it is packed. It is holding up very well. It has not fallen apart, and this was from a cookie box. So, and it's you know, it's really cool. And I started off with Pure Joy, and this is when I bought my sewing machine in 2021. So you can see. But this is a cool journal. So this is another reason why I said journal. You can use it for anything. And this is like a perfect situation. I feel like 10 years in, and I will have this to look at my experience and how I've grown in doing the sewing thing, where now I can make a suit, I can make a blazer with no issues, and knowing how to do a proper lining. That's like my proudest moment, is being able to do a proper lining. And just to see my journey in this is just so, this book means so much to me. I absolutely love and cherish. It's probably one of my most loved junk journal that I've ever made, and what it contains means so much. So yeah, so maybe one day I will do a little flip through and do it in a series situation where I go through each signature and my experience with making whatever, and how I feel about what I made after, you know, a couple of years down the road. Like, oh, look how difficult this was, and now I'm like, this was not difficult. That kind of deal. So anyway, guys, I am going to end this video here because I feel like I can ramble, but again, I'm doing better one day at a time, and I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I need to really get back into finding a way to journal and talk about stuff. Follow me on Instagram, because I did rant that I had going to the dentist and everything, and I talked about what happened and what's going to be happening now, and all that good stuff. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram, follow my stories. I do chit chat on there and share things. So all right, guys, see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.